Hello, and it's Tara Anime Addict once again. I didn't know what my proper first video should be, so I thought that I would do my top 5 animes, and when I was thinking about this idea, I didn't think how hard it would be to put your top 5 animes. Don't worry, because even though I'll say these top 5, this may change in the future, or the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th was close to become the top 5, because most animes I've seen, I've absolutely loved and adored for different reasons, and it was very close to being in my top 5. And to see the rest of my list, that there'll be links below to show you what other animes I absolutely loved and adored. So my number 1, actually this was really hard as well. This is not in order, so I might say, oh, number 1 it's this, number 2 is this, number 3 is this, but it's not in any order at all. These were equally amazing for different reasons. So the first top 5 is Vampire Knight / Vampire Knight Guilty, and the reason why I absolutely adored this one is people were put off by the kind of conclusion of Vampire Knight Guilty. But I wasn't. I really wasn't. I absolutely loved it. It was strange, but I loved it. And I just loved the characters, especially Zero, Kaname, and Yuki. Them were amazing characters. I watched it in dubbed, therefore obviously for Zero it was voiced by Vic Mignogna, or however you say it. And I'm so used to his voice because I've watched so much now with him. I just absolutely love and adore Vampire Knight and Vampire Knight Guilty. It will be my favourite by far of my vampire animes I've ever seen in my life. Okay, number 2 is Shakugan no Shana, or Free series. Oh wow, this is one of the first long series that I've seen because it was Free series, and it was immensely good. After the second series and it went on to the third one, I was a bit put off by what happened, but I got used to it and I actually really enjoyed what happened. I just have to admit that having a kick-ass girl instead of a kick-ass guy is pretty awesome. That's all I'm saying. The third one is Full Metal Alchemist / Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I've seen both of them and they were both equally good, although I have to admit that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is better and I think it was longer. So there you go. Ed was also voiced by Vic Mignogna, or however you say it, and Ed and Al by far are amazing. I absolutely adore Ed's dislike for milk, because I love milk, so it was straight out every time he was like, I hate milk. I'm like, I love milk, can you give me your milk? But no, I absolutely love Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, please do, because it is amazing. The fourth one is Sword Art Online, and there is mixed feelings amongst everyone in the world whether Sword Art Online is a good anime or not. But to me, it was an amazing anime and I absolutely loved it. I have to admit, though, the first half was definitely better than the second half, but it was still good, and I like how there's going to be a second series, which involves guns. Last but no means least is Black Butler, both series and all the OVAs. When I first watched the first episode of Black Butler, I got put off and I was about to click off the website that I was watching it on and just go, nope, I give up, I can't do this anymore. But I stuck in, and after watching 3 to 4 episodes, I was hooked, really hooked into it. I finished the first season, and then I took a break and I watched some other anime, and then I went back to Black Butler and watched the season 2, and then after that I went through all the OVAs and watched them, and Sebastian, I can't help but fall in love with him. And his dubbed voice actor has one hell of an amazing accent. Or voice, or however you want to say it. Did you see what I did there? One hell of a butler. That's my top 5, but some mentions that I really want to put out there is Inuyasha. And Inuyasha the Final Act, because that was my longest ever series that I watched before watching Bleach, which I haven't finished yet. I still have a season left of Bleach, but it's not fully dubbed yet, so I'm waiting on that. And please do not think that I only watch dubbed, because I do watch subbed when there isn't a dubbed available. For example, when I watched Say I Love You, there wasn't a dubbed, so I watched it in subbed. Another honourable mention that I must put out there is Sailor Moon. I'm going to dedicate a YouTube video for Sailor Moon, because that was my first ever anime that I started and completed. So it needs to be proper showing that I enjoyed Sailor Moon, even if it was childish. And I watched it only last year, or whenever I watched it. That's all I've got for now, but I will be bringing out more videos, and do not be alarmed if it's filmed with the same clothes and the same hair, because I may just do one after another, because I might be on a roll. Thank you for watching this video, and all links that you need, or hopefully need, will be down below. And if you have anything, any questions, any comments, then you know there's some common things down there which you can do. And also, if you really want to, subscribe, like, and tweet, Facebook, you know, all that stuff, social networking. That's all I got now, so thank you and goodbye.